Legend says, what's the dumbest thing you did as a teen?
Man, the only one I can think of, and like, my friends know this one for sure. So
I know this?
I think you would know this one. So in high school, I wanted to go to this fucking house party really bad because this girl that I liked was gonna go to this house party.
Oh, okay, I think I know this.
And I was like, yo, I need to be there, do. Now, I didn't drive and whatnot because, you know...
Because you were a teenager?
Okay. Basically. And
but my friend... You had the car my dad gave you.
Yeah, basically, yeah, straight up. And my friend, it was the opposite, where, like, he went and got his fucking drivers, he's got a car, the whole thing. And he's like, I'll come pick you up. And I was like, okay, this can work out. Now, where I lived... It was like, when I was a teenager, it was like a townhouse kind of complex. And I was on the 3rd floor.
Okay, I don't know this story.
Yeah. So I was on the 3rd floor, that's where my bedroom was. Then there was like a little kind of clearing where they had all like the little chimney or whatever, air vents. And then there was the balcony underneath. And below that was neighbors. So we had the 2nd and 3rd floor in this townhouse, but not the bottom floor. Now my neighbor has a ladder for like whenever his kids or whatever kick a ball and everything, so they can like go up there, grab the ball, so you don't have to let us know and come on the balcony and do all that shit. And we trust them and they're cool and whatnot. That week, they're growing this tomato plant. And they're like so excited, and if you guys know tomato plants, like, you gotta fucking put a stick so this plant can grow up it. And it's in the middle of this ground floor. So I, of course, go to like test the waters and be like, yo, so like my friends, they're having this like party and like I'm really interested to go and doop. And of course my parents are like, absolutely not, because like y'all gonna be falling drinking and getting high and shit, so there's no way you're going. I'm like, say less. So immediately in my head, I'm like, the only way I'm going to this party is to bust out after everyone's gone to sleep. And I was like, I got the best plan ever.
Knowing your dad, that's so crazy.
Yeah. So
because your dad is a murderer, let's be real.
Okay, but on top of that, that tells you how bad I wanted to get this fucking bitch.
No, but real shit, I'll tell you, if you told me that your dad had killed somebody, I would believe you.
No, it's like, the man's,
he's crazy.
So my Ocean's 11 fucking, like, I'm a genius. I figured out how to take off the screen to get onto the ledge. We had a ladder so we could get from the balcony to the top of that ledge to clear off snow and stuff.
Yeah.
So I set that ladder up, and then my neighbor, I was like, hey, like,
you're clever.
Yeah, do you have that ladder? I'm just gonna put it up to get this whatever.
And you left
I set
it there.
that ladder there.
You want that?
No.
I win.
And so I'm like, it's easy. I bust out this fucking screen.
At what time?
At like 12 or like, my parents went to bed early. I'm like, I'll wait till they're asleep. Once I hear them kind of snore.
Did your parents sleep in separate beds?
No.
Okay.
Right. So once they sleep and I hear them snore, it's a wrap. Like, nothing's waking them up. We're all good. So I think it's like 12 o'clock or so rolls around, and of course, like, the party starts at 10, but no one shows up till you know. So I was like, all right, cool. My friend texts me and he's like, I'm 15 minutes out. And I'm like, perfect. That should give me enough time to open this window,
climb down the ladder,
do my thing, and get it set. So
sick.
It's pitch black.
And how old are you?
16, 15.
Got you.
One of those two. And I'm like, sick. Pop open the thing, climb out of the window. I'm like, step 1 complete. I'm good to go. Go down,
and then you get a fucking blow dart in your neck.
And so it's like,
you wake up, you're like in a gulag,
and I like crept on the sides so I wouldn't like creak or make any noise.
Yeah, because you know, in your house growing up, which stair makes the noise
right?
when you step
so
on
like,
it. Yeah.
Creeping. Because I couldn't see fucking shit, and like cell phones still didn't have flashlights and shit and whatnot. So before anyone gets in on that shit, didn't exist.
You have to take the flip phone, turn up the brightness, and hold it that way.
Yeah. May as well give it an alarm that I'm here. So I was like, I know the ladder's gonna be there. And in the dark, I go to kind of like ledge kind of kick. Put the foot down. I'm like, great, ladder's there. 1, 2, 3, slowly. I'm on the fucking balcony. I'm like, fucking halfway there. My friend's car begins to pull up, and I was like, yo, just like pull up here, like far away. So I'm like, he's probably gonna play some music. If they hear music, that's an alarm. So I got him to like pull up further away so they couldn't hear him. Like, I'm a fucking genius. Ocean's 11.
So smart. I don't know this story, actually. I've never heard this.
So, I'm still a big dude. I wasn't this big in high school, but still kind of a big guy. I decide things are going so fucking good.
Do not tell me, can I guess? You tried to do the fucking Metal Gear slide down the ladder? Okay. Because you told me about some...
Yeah. That I decide I'm going to go over the balcony rail, and I'm like, everything's going so flawless that I decide to put my foot down and go down like the ladder's there. My neighbor, now I know, that night was like, oh no, this ladder's still out here. I don't want burglars to go there. Takes the ladder down.
Oh no.
So I come
Memories in the light of the...
off of this thing, I'm hanging on the fucking thing. I go to put my foot on nothing as I'm moving the other foot, and it's a and of course and there's the fucking tomato fucking thing that I'm just like so, you know, I weigh a lot. It's not like no one heard a fucking, I don't know, like, I'll be modest here, 180-pound fucking body drop to the fucking floor.
New Gabby story unlocked.
Guy, I am wheezing and like trying to like...
You're winded. You're winded.
Yeah, because I'm fucked.
Where did the stick land?
It went right here.
In your asshole?
No, like right in my side. Like I felt it just go and like...
Oh my... And it broke. Oh.
It's gone, bro. There's no returning.
God.
And I'm like wheezing and rolling and wheezing and rolling. I can hear my phone like vibrating because my friend's like, where the fuck are you? And like, what's going on? And I'm rolling and I'm like trying to catch my breath. I'm like, are my ribs broken? Like, am I basically like, and in my head, I was like, am I paralyzed now? Like, what the fuck? And like, all this shit is going on, but I can kind of feel that I can kind of move, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool.
And you just see the light in your parents' bedroom turn on.
Dude. So, at the bottom of this, there's the stairs that go up to the second floor to our house. There is a tree here, like a giant spruce pine tree, right? And I'm rolling, and I begin to kind of like slowly roll and crawl, because at this point I've given up on like trying to be clean, and I'm like, this tomato is busted. I'm like, as long as I make it somewhere near my friend, he'll help me in the car, I'll recoup, all will be well. I begin to slowly, like, basically Metal Gear crawl, still winded, still exhausted.
And let me guess, in front of you, you see the foot of your dad.
Nah.
Okay.
The light comes on, and I'm like, oh shit. So I immediately panic, and I start to go, like, faster, but I'm really, like, just, it went from this to probably this. Like, it...
You're in pain.
Yeah,
You're in
like
pain.
yeah. So I'm like just going, and I'm like, as long as I make it to the clearing of the tree will block the view.
You're seeing your friend in slow motion. He's like, "Come on, let's go!"
Basically, I'm like, the clearing will clear this out. I'm just like 1,000 thoughts are going off. This dude is still calling. I'm like, man, would it suck if I didn't answer this? And he drives off because then I'm fucked. I'm like,
no, you could just call him again. Tell him come back.
I guess, but like. You know high school friends then, like they're fucking, once they're gone, they're gone. I was like, all right, I'm gonna make it to this tree. I was like, but by the time they turn on the light, come downstairs, put on the whatever, and like go check, I'm underneath this tree.
They obviously knew you weren't in your room at this point.
No, they had no idea, right? Because I did the whole, like, put a bunch of clothes, throw the blanket. It's me there, you
this
know.
Guy thought he was in a movie.
Ocean's 11, bro. Not so much. I'm crawling, and my dad pops out, and I had no idea what he could see, view, whatever, because I don't know what, you know. And he's like,
your dad, you thought you were invisible in the dark. Your dad goes, there he is.
hey, dumbass, yeah. And I don't know why the fuck this even like processed in my head. My friend will tell you like 100% this is because he's to this day is like, this is the dumbest shit you've ever known. Like, I know.
Wow.
This man steps outside. He's looking around, and he's like, "Hello."
Your dad?
Like, he's like, "Hello," like asking. He's like, "Is anyone there?"
And you're like,
My ass is so dumb. I don't know. Like, I was so panicked, scared. Whatever.
You said something?
I decided
To try and put on a fake voice.
to go. Meow. And immediately after I said it, I'm like, what fucking cat responds back to like, hello, are you there? And the cat's like,
Dude, you are a dumb motherfucker.
man.
Legend, thank you for asking this question.
Instantly, I was like,
180-pound cat down in the dark.
straight the fuck up. And I'm like some cat would be that smart to respond back.
Bro, your dad must have thought you were trolling him.
This man was busting a fucking gut. And then 2 seconds later, he's like, I can fucking see you.
You are the stupidest motherfucker who ever. You could have gotten away.
Dude, I literally like, and he's still fucking laughing and holding
He
on
was
to
laughing?
the wheel. He was laughing his ass off. I don't think I've ever seen it. Yeah, and I just remember that in Arabic, he basically, I'll translate this, but he said, blah, blah, right? Which basically is like, why don't you just come on up here?
Get this ass whooping.
He was laughing so fucking hard. I, of course, like, scramble the fucking strength to fucking stand now. And I just, like, take my phone. I'm like, hey, man, like, it's off. I've got busted to do. My friend just takes off.
Oh.
I go up these stairs. And this man is
Meow.
cackling and laughing in the kitchen.
Dude, if my kid ever did something so fucking dumb.
And he's laughing and laughing. And I'm sitting there like waiting to get, I'm like, what's the work gonna be? And he's laughing and laughing. And then he'll pause every 2 seconds and go, no. And then laugh.
Oh.
And he's laughing. And at this point, like, my mom wakes up, everything. He's like, get your ass to bed. He was laughing so hard. I go upstairs.
Oh my god,
And
that's
he's
so
still
bad.
laughing. And then I'm about to go to sleep. And I can kind of hear him tell the story to my mom. And he's like, yeah, this dumbass. And she begins laughing. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like,
You're so fucking stupid.
man, I don't like, it was adrenaline. I was just so fucking panicked that I was like, I thought this was gonna go so much better.
You thought he was gonna go, oh, it was just a cat that
Or
made
some
that loud banging
fucking,
noise.
yeah, like, oh, of course, the neighborhood cat that responds back to, hello, who's there?
And
Like,
destroys tomato plants at midnight.
so, like, I'm of course grounded for fucking whenever, right? And the next day, our neighbors, like, I'm going to go throw out garbage, whatever the hell, and
Ugh.
they're like around this fucking thing, and I was like, oh fuck, right. And they're like, someone in the middle of the night destroyed
Flight or fight, fight or flight, meow. Fight or flight or meow.
You said the dumbest fucking thing. It's fucking dumb. Like,
okay, so they're all standing there crying and having a funeral for the tomato plant, and you have to go,
because
oh, that's terrible. I hope they catch whoever did it.
because she's been growing it for like 3 weeks or some shit, and I was like, man, this neighborhood's just it's going to shit.
How have you never told me this story?
I don't know, actually. I thought I totally did tell you this story.
Holy fuck.
My friend to this day remembers. He's like, this is the... Nothing will ever top this, like...
Literally, this story is better than the fucking hiding under the bed for 4 hours story, bro.
Man.
I'm dead ass. Oh my fucking god, Gabriel. You fucking dumbass!
But I was just so, like... I don't know, I just thought that the wrath of God when they're like, hey, what are you doing outside? Like, I'm like, this is prison break. Like, this is now or never, like...
Oh. Oh my fucking god, Gabby. Yeah. And so what did you say to them? What did they say?
What?
What did they say? The family with the tomato plant?
Nothing. They were just like, I was not gonna say that this is what I did and tell this whole story.
So you were just like, oh, too bad.
No, and then my dad was up at the stairs when I was coming back from the garbage, staring at the tomato plant, and he began to laugh because he's like, you fell on that, didn't you? I was like, yeah. And he just cackled and cackled, and for like a week straight, anytime there'd be like dead silence or whatever, like having dinner, this man's like, meow, and then he'd cackle.
Oh my god. Oh. I can't believe your dad didn't beat your ass for trying to sneak out.
He couldn't even, like, he was laughing so hard and his face was so red that he was like, just go.
That's gotta feel even worse than getting your ass beat.
Oh man, I was just like, just do it, man. Just get out of the system. But I had to stand there and wait till this man was done laughing. But every time he'd stop and finish laughing, he'd start laughing.
And you're so full of fear you can't even like laugh with him.
And I'm like hurt still, like I'm fucking literally bruised and shit, like, and I'm just like, can I like please leave? And he's laughing, and then he'll pause in the silence, and he's like, meow, and then go back to fucking laughing. Oh my god.
So did you ever sleep with that girl?
No.
How was the party? Did you ever hear about how the party ended up being?
Apparently the littest fucking thing. Like,